I just read this Refinery 29 piece. It's a woman writing about growing up in the Pentecostal church and basically getting zero sex education, and now being a single Christian woman who's choosing abstinence while her body is like, ma'am, it's ovulation week, we have other plans. And reading it felt like reading a diary entry from a version of myself that I used to be. I feel like pop culture has actually never figured out what to do about like the virgin woman. Like they can't tell an honest story about a woman who is faith-based and celibate. We either get the version where she's like the uptight prude who just needs to find the right guy, or she's like a saint with like no desire whatsoever. You don't see a lot of people writing what it's like to actually live through that experience and to be the person who has like convictions but also has a real libido and is out here kind of like white knuckling it. And that woman is the reason that I actually started writing my TV show No Sex in the City. When I first started the show, I was that woman. I was the Christian virgin waiting for marriage but was super horny all the time. And back when I first started writing it, I definitely was trying to promote my lifestyle choices. Like, let's show the world that like this is a beautiful and valid choice. Abstinence, great. And then I deconstructed and I left religion and I left those beliefs. I think that I actually had to live out the arc of my character before the show could exist. And in the past, I used to be so upset because no one wanted to buy my show. But I think now it was all because it wasn't done yet. I needed to live the truer version of that story, which was not just a woman who was part of the church and waiting for marriage, but a woman who eventually realized that she was a spiritual lesbian. However, I am not here to demonize or dismiss women who are waiting, because if you're choosing abstinence because it genuinely feels right for you or because of your faith, I'm genuinely not clowning you for that. I think that's the whole point of this woman's article. She's not asking permission to give up the chance to hold her humanity and sexuality with her conviction. Not only does the church fail women there, but it actively harms them by treating pleasure like the enemy. Now, where I stand now is I do not believe that sex outside of marriage is a sin. I'm a lesbian. But I do believe in a person's right to enter into a sexual relationship whenever they decide that it's right. And if you want to wait till marriage or the third date, the first date, it's your body, it's your timeline. But the most sex positive person in my entire life was actually my Christian grandmother. She went to Bible college in her 60s to become a pastor, and she was the first person in my family to tell me that it was okay to masturbate. She literally told me to go get a vibrator. Exact theology was, if we're going to ask people to wait till marriage, we have to let them masturbate instead. Like, what else are they going to do? But even though I've left religion behind, I want my show to make everyone feel seen in their choices. You know, the woman holding on to her purity ring and the woman who threw hers in the East River, because it was never really about sex. It's about being allowed to be a whole person while you figure it out. So to the author of this article, I want to say to you, get that vibrator, girl, and stay tuned for No Sex in the City.